Welcome to Quicker Life Coach and our 10 tips for creating boundaries. Now this one actually came about as a result of a few of my clients just wanting some discussion around what are boundaries for them and their situations. So we thought we'd do these 10 tips to put it in a nice format for people. The first one is saying, actually I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Paula.
And I am Thomas.
Great. First one is say no. Some people have a real difficulty in saying no, as they want to feel accepted and want to help others. Now, overcommitting yourself can make you feel overwhelmed, exhausted, as you're always stretching yourself. Now, saying no is no big deal. Remember that if you don't want to do it, then just don't do it. Be diplomatic in the process and take care of your priorities. This gives you empowerment and space to do the things that you want and that matter to you.
The second tip is be honest with yourself. If you're honest with yourself and others, then you can truly be there for those that matter. Do not feel like you owe people your time and energy. It's best to balance yourself with being honest. The rest follows. And if others expect more of you, then you need to ensure you're being true to yourself.
That's right. And number 3 is limit time to serve others. If your friends always ring you to discuss their problems and call you at inconvenient times, then you need to set some time guidelines. Say something like, just to let you know, I only have 10 minutes right now. This will give you a boundary so they know that it's a good time or not. If you're always there for them, this will impact you in your own relationships and your priorities. People sometimes don't realize they've done all the talking, so let them know how you feel and what you expect.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Number 4 is be selfish. How wonderful is that, being selfish? Self-preservation is the key to your balance. You need to take care of you first, and then you can assist others. Take time to enjoy those things that are meaningful to you.
That's right. And number 5 is avoid negative people. Now, for creating boundaries, you've got to realize that it's about energy too. So sometimes this negative energy is sapped from you when you are with negative people and they leave you exhausted. They play the victim role and blame others or events for their predicament. Not a good place to be, as they are in unresourceful states. Not being in their company allows you to attract positive people that are creating their own lives and enjoying the journey. So be with these people instead. They make you feel good.
Now, our 6th tip for this segment is exercise open communication. If you practice assertive open communication, you become a facilitator of communication and you're understood. If you give partial messages, then it's always open to interpretation, and then your needs are not being met. If you're saying what you feel and what you want openly and from your heart, it's easier to receive and accept. And when there's doubt in your communication, confusion will result.
That's absolutely true. That leads us to number 7, create space. If you're feeling overwhelmed with work or relationships or communication, simply distance yourself a little. This will create space for you to reflect, ponder and feel engaged in the situation. Many people that are kinesthetic need time to come on board, to feel the ideas, the conversation, the decision making. So if you need space, let the other person know you are thinking about it and you will get back to them. You are in control of your decisions and your thoughts.
Yeah, you're right. And the 8th tip for today is be kind to yourself. Do not expect to be there for everybody. Yeah, you're not a rescuer. Give yourself a little slack. I think we've got this from nautical terms. So just give yourself a little slack to absorb the situation and be kind to yourself if it doesn't work out. That's okay. If it doesn't work, don't force the issue. It's not meant to be, and simply try something else. You just need to be more creative to find a solution, and it will come. This builds your patience and your tolerance.
How true. Number 9, don't feel guilty. If you have created some personal boundaries and it doesn't feel right for you, then say to yourself that having a boundary is not a rejection. It is not black and white. Just see it as a shade of grey and respect that you have taken care of yourself in the process so you can focus on what is important to you and not be drawn into another person's energy, which you know will exhaust you. It doesn't mean you don't care. Actually, you care so much, you've been giving all this time, and now you need to take care of you.
Okay, we're coming to the last tip. Be the person you want to be. If you have been the go-to person your friends ring to get support and advice, and you're feeling drained in the process, then change your habits. You're attracting these needy people. So become the empowered person you want to be, and soon you will attract similar-minded people. After all, it's most of you most likely know the law of attraction, and it works here as well.
It does, indeed it does. So just recapping, the 10 tips that we've put together for creating boundaries are: say no, be honest with yourself, limit time to serve others, be selfish, avoid negative people, exercise open communication, create space, be kind to yourself, don't feel guilty, and be the person you want to be. So that's just recapping all the 10 tips for creating boundaries, and we welcome you to come and join us to the next one. I believe it's interviewing tips on a successful job interview.
That's right. 10 tips for interviewing, and that will be, I'm looking forward to hear of that.
Great. Well, thank you. This is Paula, and
this is Thomas, and I'll see you all in a week's time.
Absolutely. Bye.
Bye.